Cool. Just wanted to wait for a few traders to join. I'm going to speak about my trades yesterday. A pretty interesting day yesterday. So let's go over that, and then we'll go over maybe some possible plays that we could see this morning. Not much movement overnight, I must say, on the American markets after the sell-off yesterday. Let's just get up the opening range from yesterday like that. Okay, so yesterday was pretty interesting, but I think for those that do trade with using the opening range and the orb algos as well, we had a pretty nice day. We obviously come back up to Monday's highs in the pre-market and into the open, and then we get the shove down. We don't take the opening range high or low, and we get that opening range low break over there. So I think I was actually able to be patient. I took a YM trade live on stream as well as NQ. Just patiently waited for that opening range break to the downside. So let's first go over my trade on YM, and we can bring it up here on my daily report card. So I had the YM shorts and then the NQ shorts. So YM basically waited for that opening range to be broken, and then ended up getting about 100 points on this, to the downside, in at 971, out at, I think my best exit was like 856. So just over 100 points. I think the lesson kind of from yesterday was just staying patient. Yes, we are on obviously all-time high markets, but waiting for that opening range to be broken before looking to take any trades. Now we can go over to the NQ, and I know some traders were looking at some longs in over here on the NASDAQ as well as the ES. But for me, we were ranging in between this opening range high and low. So here, ranging between the high and the low. This is a 1 minute time frame. That YM was the 5 minute. Let's go to this 1 minute on NQ. Look how we don't break the opening range high with the body break to the high side or the low side until, like an hour into the open. And my algo actually took the short here, but my discretional trading, I waited for a little bit of a pullback, got in a little bit of a lower price, and I actually had to get a full out of here because of the trade that I took this on, my funded accounts, the consistency targets. I'm sure some of you are quite aware of on those instant funded accounts. But we end up tanking, of course, but I'd made a good chunk of money on the YM and just need a little bit of a basic just to get me to my max daily profit. But my lesson kind of from yesterday was just taking it easy, being more patient in entries, using VWAP. I could see the longs. I mean, from the one guy that put in the chat there, I could definitely see the longs, bouncing off of this VWAP we're holding up. But simply because we do not take out the opening range high or the low, I just patient in that and patient in my entries in terms of waiting for that play to develop. How did you guys go yesterday? Anyone in the chat there? What's up, Hoa? Yeah, a lot of the guys have been joining like at 20 past, 20 past. So I've just kind of, the alert goes out on socials, on the Edgeful socials that I'm live actually at 20 past. So I need to actually get that sorted out with everyone. But yeah, just waited for a few guys more to join. But how did you guys go yesterday? Any questions or anything like that on the trades that I took? Also want to make sure that we go over some reports. Why has it logged me out now? With Edgeful 2. I did actually make a post as well that a lot of the markets were actually showing red yesterday across the board. And where you actually can find that is on the screener page. So if you come over here to an Edgeful dashboard and you hit screener, okay, and then I want you to select all. Well, this is pretty nice for me is that it brings up all the Mag 7 stock and as well as the futures tickers as well, and shows me where's the first hour of direction traded. So a little bit of a confluence as well for my discretional trade, and the obviously the algo is doing its thing in the background, but that most of the Mag 7 were red yesterday, as well as every single futures ticker, ES, NQ, and YM had that first opening candle continuation being bearish. So that helped me in terms of taking and being confident in my short play. And again, like look at YM. Actually ends up taking yesterday's low down at 704. I was fully out at 856, call it. So maybe could have done better at holding there, but again, with those consistency targets on those instant fund accounts, I was more than happy with that. Now this morning we are getting a little bit of a rally. The DAX, the German stock market index is trading higher this morning. NQ having a little bit of a bounce off the lows from yesterday, but we are still trading as an inside day. So I will be careful of that if you are looking to trade these markets at the moment. We're trading completely within the previous day's low and the previous day's high. So be careful of that. Inside days can sometimes tend to be choppy. We are trading underneath daily VWAP, overnight VWAP at the moment, which is that black dotted line. Obviously, I'll wait for the opening range to set. Going into the open, same as today. But I think just a lesson from yesterday was I was patient in my entries, not getting sucked into any of the longs, and managed to get a nice winner to the downside because I just waited a little bit longer. I think a lot of the times We want to get into the market as soon as the market opens, and there's some easy trades later on in the day if you just continue to wait and stay patient. So yeah, that is one of the things I look at. So let's have a look at the report section again, and let's go to the. For me, I use the screener report. It's got all my favorite indicators, my favorite reports there from Edgeful. But let's go to the opening candle continuation. We can actually see on NQ. Let's just look at the last month on NQ. So even like 1 month. Okay. First hour being bullish. It's obviously in bullish market territory, but 88% of the time, call it 89% of the time, we trade higher if that first market open hour is bullish. Vice versa for the shorts, 69% of the time. So obviously was trading kind of, it's a lot less favorable for the shorts, but the market direction and price action was telling me that I did want to get it short yesterday. And then again, I was speaking about the inside and outside days there. Let's look at that. I think it is called inside bars or outside days. It could be. No, it's called inside bars. Yeah, it's the inside bar one. Yeah, so on the NQ in the last month, interesting here. Let's just go to the daily time frame. We've got to make sure that the correct session is on as well. But only 18% of the last time in the last month have we traded completely within the previous day's high and low from that 6 p.m. to 6 p.m. or 6 p.m. to 5 p.m. Right? We can look at in the last 6 months as well. So that will indicate to me only 15% of the time in the last 6 months have we traded completely as an inside day. So that will indicate to me that maybe I'm gonna have to be extra patient today right now, because we haven't taken out any of these sides. And I have seen on days like this where we trade as an inside day can tend to be a little bit more choppier. Tuesday last week is a great example of this. Let's go to that last week Tuesday. And I got chopped around on this day. I took a loss on this day. I hit my max daily loss across my accounts over here. I've got some Tradify accounts. I'm trading 5 instant funded accounts there that are currently doing well up. I'm a $3.5 or so at the moment, 3 on some. But yeah, I try to look for some shorts in over here and over here too, and we just never got a follow through. Or maybe one reason why is because we actually traded completely within that previous day's low and previous day's high. So yeah, I mean, we broke the high side. I saw the reversal back down, tried to take the short and got slammed on that day. So we've got to learn from our losses, of course. And sometimes it's not nice taking losses. I'm quite a competitive person, but we have to learn from them because they're going to, patterns repeat themselves. So yeah, I hope that you guys have a good trading day. I'm going to be live on stream in the next hour, call it, not in here, but on my live stream, which you can click on my profile on Discord if you want to check it out over here, and the link in my bio on socials. If you had the month, use the code FIRST for a free month. And then of course, Edgeful as well. As there, you can, get yourself a discount there as well. So yeah, I hope that you guys have a good trading day. Keep it tidy. I think less is more patient in your entries. And yeah, I appreciate you guys coming on. Caught the short yesterday. Nice, that's good stuff. And then can you share your perspective on longs above VWAP or short below? Yeah, so if we just go to my, let's go to my trades yesterday. Both of the trades, look, there's the New York session VWAP. Here's the overnight VWAP. I'm trading in direction of those volume weighted average price, right? So again, also on NQ, just waiting to see what markets want to do. Look how we are above and then below, above and then below. It tells me that we're not really, making a choice right now. And then once we get completely underneath both VWAPs, the overnight VWAP and daily VWAP, I'm wanting to take that short. So that was kind of my thought process in my trade yesterday and how I use VWAP. And it's just let price discover itself, wait for the opening range break and then look to trade from there. But yeah, good to have you on. If there's any other questions in the Discord, let me know. I'll be in there the rest of the day. But yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic trading day. Trade safe, and we'll see you on stream. Cheers, guys.